Right, when we study mathematics, a lot of times what we're going to be asked to do is to simplify expressions. We're going to be asked to solve equations and things like that. To be successful in that, we have to understand something called like terms. So in a previous video, we talked about terms. Let's go ahead and look at examples of terms that are like and unlike. So in example 1, we're looking at two terms. We're looking at 4x and negative 7x. Well, they're both variable terms, and they both are considered x terms. So you'll notice the coefficients, being 4 and negative 7, are different, but the variables themselves are like. So this is an example of what we would call like terms. In example 2, we have 3p and we have 6p. Again, they're both called p terms. They're variable terms, but specifically we can call them p terms. The coefficients, once again, are different. They don't have to be different, but the coefficients can be different, but the p's are the same. So in other words, the variables are the same, and therefore they are considered like terms. Now, in example 3, we have 2n squared, and then we have n cubed. Well, the coefficient on the second term is a 1. So coefficients are different. The problem that we have here with this term is that the n is squared in the first term, but it's cubed in the second term. So these are not like terms. They are called unlike terms. So to be like terms, the variables and their respective exponents have to match. Taking a look at number 4, we have negative 5ab squared and 3ab squared. Well, these are both variable terms because they have variables with them, but specifically we can call this an ab squared term. The second one is also an ab squared term. So are the variables and their respective exponents the same? And yes, they are. And by the way, the exponent that's on the a that we don't see is considered a 1. The 2 only belongs to the b and not to the a. So if you wanted to show an exponent, this would be a to the first b squared. Likewise, in the second term, it's also a to the first b squared. So these are like terms. Once again, the coefficients can be different, that's fine, but the variables and the respective exponents have to be the same. In example 5, we have 6m squared n, and in the second term we have negative 3mn squared. The problem with this one is the variables match, but their exponents do not match. In the first term, we have a squared on the m, but on the second term, it's just a 1. Likewise, the n on the first term is a 1, the exponent on that n is a 1, and the exponent on the second term on the n is a 2. So because the variables' exponents don't match, they are called unlike terms. In example 6, we have the first term is, technically, we could write this as negative 1a cubed b squared c. So it is a variable term. We have a cubed b squared c in the first term. Well, the second term is also a cubed b squared c. Hope I said that right. To say that one more time. A cubed b squared c to the first power. So the variables and the respective exponents match. So these are called like terms. All right, well, that's all there really is to understanding like terms. Once again, the variables and their respective exponents have to match. If they do, they are considered like terms.